Hope you are fine. So today we are going to start the second introduction video of class 12 mathematics vector algebra chapter 10. So in this video topic to be covered here addition of a vectors. So in addition of a vector we have two laws. First is triangle law or second parallelogram law, isn't it? Now thereafter second topic we have here property of vector addition, isn't it? And the third one we will discuss here difference of vectors. And last topic we have covered here multiplication of a vector by a scalar, isn't it? So we have covered here, we will cover here 4 topics. So let's see first addition of a vectors, we can say. Now we are going to start here first topic of this video, addition of a vector. In addition of a vector, earlier I told you we have 2 laws here. First is the triangular law and second one we have parallelogram law. So firstly we will discuss over here triangular law. What is a triangular law? In triangular law we have 2 vector, vector A and take vector B as well. And we are familiar in previous video free vector, concept of free vector. What is the free vector? We take a vector A, isn't it? So what is the free vector? Free vector without changing magnitude as well as direction, we displaced parallelly vector, so it is a free vector, isn't it? So how can we define triangular law of addition? If 2 vectors are represented by the 2 sides of a triangle taken in a order, then their sum of resultant is represented by the third side of a triangle taking opposite order, isn't it? So the resultant we can denote vector A plus vector B. It is the resultant of these 2 vectors. So if we mention vector A, B, C as a triangle, so we can write AB vector plus BC vector equals to AC vector. So it is a triangular law of addition of a vector. Now second one we are talking about parallelogram law of addition. Now second one we are talking about parallelogram law of vectors. So what is the parallelogram law of vectors? If we take 2 vectors such a way these vectors are drawn at a same point, so their resultant denoted by diagonal. So we can simple way we can define parallelogram law of vectors. If 2 vectors are represented by the adjacent side of parallelogram drawn at same point, so their sum or resultant is represented by the diagonal of parallelogram taken at same point. So we denote resultant by the diagonal. I mean we can complete this parallelogram so this is the parallelogram law of vectors. We can say if we write A B C D, A B C D we have here parallelogram. So if we will take two vector as a adjacent side of parallelogram, so their sum or resultant is represented by the diagonal of a parallelogram taking at same point, isn't it? So we can say parallelogram law is similar to triangular law of a vectors. So now next topic we have here properties of vector. So in property addition of a vector, properties of a vector addition. Now third topic we have here property of vectors addition. So we are familiar in class 7th as well, 7th and 8th properties of addition, commutative, associative, additive identity and additive inverse. We are familiar, but here we will use vector as a vector. This property we are use over here as a vector. So firstly we will talking about commutative. In commutative we have here two vector. So if A vector B vector, the sum of two vector equals to B vector plus A vector. It is commutative property, we know very well about that. If A plus B must be equal vector B plus A vector. Now second one we have here associative. In associative we can say if we take two vector as a bracket, inside the bracket and C other than bracket. Similarly in RHS we take A outside the bracket and B vector B vector and C vector inside the bracket. So it is associative property. Third we have additive identity we can say. In additive identity we have here identity whose give the same element, isn't it? So if we have vector A and we need to find over vector A and we use here additive identity and we know very well additive identity as a 0, so we can use 0 vector here. So we can say 0 vector is a additive identity, isn't it? So 0 vector here additive identity. Now 4 we have additive inverse. So what is the additive inverse? Inverse whose give the identity. So if we add minus A in A, if we add a vector into minus A vector, so we will get 0. isn't it? So we can say minus a vector minus vector a is additive inverse, isn't it? So these are the property of addition of vector. Now next topic we have difference of vector. In difference of vector, we have a vector a, isn't it? If we take another vector opposite direction of this vector, we will take negative b. So the resultant of these two vectors taken in a order opposite direction, we can say. So resultant we have a minus b vector, isn't it? So it's depend on triangular law of vector. It is also we can say triangular law of vector is a different. So we can say in simple way, if a vector and opposite direction of a vector b vector, so if we add both vector, we get a vector minus b vector, isn't it? So here if we take a b c, so this ac is the resultant, or we can say sum of these two vector, but the direction of vector b opposite to direction a. So it is a difference of vector. Now in this video, last topic we are talking about. Now last topic we have here in this video, multiplication of a vector by a scalar, isn't it? So we have here a vector a, isn't it? So its scalar is 1. What is the scalar? Scalar we can say number, isn't it? If we multiply a vector by any number, so we can say that number is scalar, isn't it? So now the vector we have one vector a. If we do the multiply of these vector by scalar 2, so we will get here 2a vector, isn't it? So we multiply here 2 as a scalar. If we multiply this vector a by 3, so we will get 3a vector, isn't it? So if we multiply this vector a by minus 1, so we will change the direction of this vector.